Zio. Hey guys! Hey guys, we are here live at the Retro Ranger wrap-up, the debut of Season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is the final episode, or not episode, the final season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which, wow, it took a long journey to get here, and it's funny because we even had a cast change on this show from when Kelly transferred the powers to you.
Yeah.
Power transfer.
Power transfer.
We didn't even need candles or any of that.
No,
it was super easy.
That's a shock, actually.
Yeah.
We did,
Wait, so when did you actually... Were you still in Season 1 with us?
Yeah, I was in Season 1 with you guys.
Ah, look at that. We've had the same cast for 3 seasons. Oh my gosh. Going into our 3rd season.
Someone's going to turn evil or die.
That's right. I am Joe with That Hashtag Show. This is Daniel. This is Elle. We are That Hashtag Show. You can join us right here live on the chat. We have the Super Chat feature now. A lot of you guys know this from yesterday. Yesterday we dropped a lot of knowledge on you guys about the 25th anniversary. But this episode is all about reliving the past, reliving the beautiful journey that the Power Rangers went on that got us into this show. Nostalgia, exactly. Right. This is the era of Tommy and currently Kimberly.
Yes.
So we had that. Now, Daniel, I got to ask you a question real quick. We have the Super Chat feature. How do people use that?
Super Chat is great because, as you guys already see, we're building up as far as viewers, which means we're building up as far as comments. They're going to go almost too fast for us to even pay attention to. So the Super Chat highlights your comment. And also, by doing so, it helps to make sure that we will be able to grow and flourish and keep the lights on and be able to pay attention to your Super Chat.
Every Super Chat helps out with the show. It helps out with the production. And it all goes back to you guys, kind of like what we're doing with Angel Grove Prom. We're going to talk more about Angel Grove Prom in just a little bit, but we're so excited to be sharing some information about Angel Grove Prom with you guys. And guys, listen, one of the coolest things about Angel Grove Prom is you get to relive your high school prom all over again. And for a lot of you guys,
for the first time.
Or for exactly for the very first time. If you guys never got a chance to go to prom, you didn't go to prom your first time around, what better way to do it than with you fellow fans and Power Rangers, a show that love to do it together at Angel Grove Prom on Saturday, August 18th at the Anaheim Convention Center at Power Morphicon. There's no better way to spend a Saturday for me, guys.
No.
Now, I do want to get into this show, but before we do that, Elle, I want you to kind of talk to us about where we left off in the Power Rangers season finale of Season 2, which is kind of like
with Billy
forgettable.
Being evil?
We already got a Super Chat. Look at that. I feel drunk and sad. You guys make me less sad. I have $5. Hey, thank you so much, Black Shirt Bandit, for your Super Chat. We hope...
Black shirts.
Black Shirt? Oh, man. The one day. Yesterday I had a black shirt on, but thank you so much for that Super Chat. So, Elle, when we wrapped up Season 2, Billy went bad.
He did, and it was... I don't know, I liked it. It was like invigorating for his character to be like, oh, he gets to be naughty instead of the nerdy, typical Billy in his overalls and covered up arms.
You know, I've noticed something. You really like the word naughty.
You do.
Oh, I mean, what's a synonym for naughty?
Well, no, it's good. It's part of your brand. Because if you actually, funny enough, this leads right into it. The word naughty is used on your T-shirt.
It is. If you want to join the Teabaggers, please buy...
That's the name. That's the name.
The Elle Tea Baggers.
No one likes that name, but you know what? That's where we're going.
It's the Elle Tea Baggers.
So all you got to do is go to our TeePublic store. Hey, she's kind of naughty sometimes. Yeah. You can get that shirt on TeePublic along with our Power Morphicon Pokemon Go shirts. Now, you're also a huge Pokemon Go fan.
Yes, I am.
You've been playing it you play it all the time.
For over 2 years now.
And Daniel, over 2 years. Daniel actually has his shirt on there as well.
I do. It's Battlestar Galactica.
That's right.
My Battlestar Galactica insignia. It's right there, pretty much. It's squad up. So we get ready. So it's up there.
My personal favorite shirt on that whole roster actually is the Darth Vader shirt. I'm gonna tell you why. Because our first run of the Darth Vader shirts didn't come out the way we wanted it to. That was the unreleased shirt that I actually never got. I have most of all the hashtag shirts except that Darth Vader shirt. I'm actually gonna go on TeePublic and get myself a Darth Vader shirt.
I'm gonna get one.
But yes, so now we're hard into Season 3. We're just starting off, and I think we're starting it off right. Now, you can tell that this is a backdoor pilot for Masked Rider, which is Kamen Rider. For all of you fans of the Henshin Hangout, Justin, Johnny, and Jezzer do a great show over there on Saturdays right after the Ranger wrap-up.
Yes.
But this is trying to Americanize it with Masked Rider. Now, Daniel, when you first saw Masked Rider, what did you think?
I'm not a fan of bug superheroes. So first off, I was like, "Ooh, he's a bull."
Does that count as Spider-Man?
No, doesn't count for Spider-Man.
What about Black Widow?
Blue Beetle.
Does she really count?
Blue Beetle?
Does that count?
I don't know.
I don't like Bug Sentai. I don't like Bug Sentai. That's what I don't like. I don't like Bug Sentai. Okay. Gosh.
So you weren't a fan of seeing this common writer.
The bug eyes. What's the point? I don't get it. Why do we have to worry about like being a bug? Why can't we be something else?
Now, Elle, what did you think when you saw Dex for the first time?
Okay, I don't know a whole lot about Kamen Rider, but I recognize the costume, super iconic, and I love that. And then Dex comes in, and I'm like, is that what he sounds like? He's got a gem on his forehead. I don't know. I actually don't remember this episode, so I was kind of caught off guard. Where I was like hyped up for Kamen Rider or Masked Rider, whatever they call him. And I was like, yes. And then he comes, and I was like, oh, this character's not what I thought he would be.
Now, I would say this because back
A little bit of disappointment.
doing the Sentai stuff. It's very common for the Sentais to cross over with the Kamen Riders. And I think this was the first time we got this in the American version. Actually, maybe the only time, technically.
I think so.
That we kind of got this in the
Is it
American
really
version.
the only time? Because it sounded like they were trying to set it up for more episodes.
So,
At the end.
actually, there's a spin-off that they had called Masked Rider.
Oh.
It went on for a whole season. It spawned, and it was about Dex and his journey, and he finds this family. But it's Dex. Sorry. But it's about Dex finding this whole family. And he goes on his own journey as Masked Rider. It's pretty weird, right?
On his own planet?
No, it's on Earth.
He's on Earth now.
They started trying to bring it into a Power Ranger continuity where this was the first spin-off.
Oh.
And VR Troopers was to be, well, it was supposed to be a spin-off that was connected, but that didn't happen. We'll get to that in Zeo. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But what did you think for a test run? Were you excited? We got another super chat. This was a good start to the series. This was a good start, but the series was not so. I agree. I did watch the Masked Rider series for a little bit, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I think that they could have went more into adult themes a little bit. They should have went there with that. But when you get Dex in, he seemed like a kid.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, the story was a little confusing. They were introducing a whole lot of stuff that never really came back or paid off. So I'm actually still waiting for more episodes, but I'm really sad now that there are going to be no more.
Well, give us a rundown on what some of your highlights were.
I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, actually what happened. I have, like, all of my notes and everything. But, okay, finding out that Alpha has a creator and he doesn't come from, like...
Edenoi.
From Zordon?
Yeah, like, wait, what? So how... Now I'm super curious about how did Zordon and Alpha 5 come to be? And why did Alpha 5 leave his, like, beloved creator from this other planet? And... I don't know. It just raised a lot more questions more than being like excited for it. I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
You got the Alpha origin story, kind of.
I mean, but I want more.
You want more? You want more of the
like who? Okay, so the
of King Lexion.
King Lexion, and we see him at the end. We're like, okay, I was confused about the end too. King Lexion, did he die at the end? And he was like, you got to find your own path. Like, I don't know. I was confused about so much, but I really liked it.
Go ahead, give us some of your highlights.
Okay. Well, getting a little bit of adding on the mythos is always my thing. I love shows that do that, and adding on to the mythos of what Alpha is and where he came from, and then going into the whole story of that planet was great for me. I enjoyed it. Yes, I did have the same questions as far as, well, so when did Zordon run into Alpha, and when did Alpha say, I'm going to work for you, you know, and...
Right, and like, at this point without the movie, are we assuming that Zordon is always like a floating head inside of a capsule?
You know what? That's a great question, because we do see Zordon pop up in other, like, you're like, oh, they stole Zordon, he's back on Eltar, they stole him, and in space, he's in a tube again. It's not a guy, it's just he's in a tube again, which I found kind of weird, because I'm watching Power Rangers in space now, and he's in a tube again. But you know what I did really like about this show? How they completely... King Lexion is just a younger dude with a giant beard and a wig on.
Yeah.
And it's very apparent. He looks like Merlin. How to imagine Merlin would look.
Yes.
Like if you're doing a really terrible version of Merlin as a costume contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or kind of like... What is it from Lord of the Rings?
Gandalf.
Not Gandalf, the evil
Oh,
Gandalf.
the other
Sauron.
one.
Yeah, Sauron. Sauron.
Saruman. Yeah, he does look like him a lot.
Right?
He looks like he deserves a metal album. Yeah. He does. So.
Yeah, it was not the best. Oh man, they were struggling on that. So we get this. I think that this is. What did you guys think about the kickoff for season 3, though? Because this is pretty exciting and a great way to kick off a new season, right?
I thought it was super fun. I'm a little disappointed with Dex, but aside from that, like the hype of seeing like kind of other footage, I was like, this is great.
And that's something I had to point out. A lot of American footage.
Yeah.
There was so much American footage, and I was just excited. And I'm over here trying to figure out, like, American? What I would call it was Sentai Saban. Sentai was, the original stuff. Saban was American, or whatever. So I'd be doing that the whole time.
And I'm not sure about this because I'm not the Sentai guy. We have our cast for Sentai is not even here, but I couldn't ask Justin or any of those guys. But I am curious because technically you had 3 different iterations of Sentai stuff. So you had that Kamen Rider, which was a part of that. That was a Kamen Rider. You had Zoo Ranger and you had Die Ranger. I don't think that those team-ups have ever happened in actual Sentai. So the American version did something completely different here.
There was a lot of chopped and screwed. Like, we're going to take this from here, we're going to shoot this other stuff, and then we're going to just do some, like voiceover stuff over here. It was just like they were putting so much together that it was just like you were kind of confused the whole time. What was this? What was that? What was Sentai? What was Saban? What was?
But I think that's good when you can't figure it out. That means they're editing and like the way they're filming it blends together seamlessly. They're putting more money into like each
Very
episode.
true.
Well, I actually think a lot of this was actually American footage. I actually think all three of these episodes were American footage.
Except for when we saw the bad guys from Kamen Rider.
Yeah, like
when we saw Kamen Rider.
No, let me ask you about that because we saw the villains of Kamen Rider, and that was straight up Japanese footage, right?
Yes.
But setting the tone, if you actually go back and watch that, and I'm sure both of you guys picked up on this, when you see that villain, he seemed menacing.
Yeah.
He seemed scary. He seemed like a formidable foe.
Yeah.
So much so that Zed was even afraid of him.
Right, and not only that, but his voice. I think that what we kind of compare and it's crazy being an adult and watching some of the newer seasons because, and Daniel, you're on the regular Ranger wrap-up, so you kind of get this, but when we watch Ninja Steel, the voices are so hokey and kind of cheesy.
Hey, Rangers, I'm gonna get you!
Honestly, when you saw these guys and you heard these guys, they seemed menacing and somebody that was automatically going to be a threat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dex was like, oh, hey, I'm a kid. And he kind of looked like Toku Kid.
He looked exactly like Toku Kid. If you guys could take a moment, watch over the episode.
A side-by-side comparison and put that on one of the Facebook groups. That would be
seriously,
great.
if you guys could take a picture of Toku Kid and find a picture of Dex, put them side by side, and somehow show them, you guys win the internet for that day.
Toku Kid was actually in the studio last night with us until the wee hours of the morning.
Do that and put it on the THS hashtaggers. In that community, do it right there. Trust me, I will praise you to the end of days.
So Daniel,
if you can get the same expressions on both of their faces.
I bet you he'll just create it on his own.
Yeah,
if he does, nonetheless.
Talk to me about what you liked from this episode, as you wipe the sweat from your brow.
Exactly, man, because that's how excited I am about this. Okay. What I really loved about this episode, number one, I will say just the introduction of, the Masked Rider, and I did love how Tommy, when we had the fight scenes, there were moments where I was just like, whoa, I can see why Tommy is a leader. He's so quick in the suit. I don't know if he was in the suit or not, but to them to choose whoever they chose to be in the suit at that time to still reflect what Tommy can do, it was just so good. He was like really quick with the hands,
eyes are
dude.
So good.
There's another super chat, y'all. Y'all don't watch yourselves at PMC. That's what Toku Kid.
Toku Kid said he just threw it out there, guys. He just threw out the challenge. I say let's make this a Toku Kid challenge. Find the picture, people. Put it up side by side and throw them up on THS hashtag.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. He made the Crush Cookie Face Army, and it's working because Mikey Perez is in the lead for Prom King.
Hey, there you go. So make it the Toku Kid challenge, guys. Find the picture, find Dex, put them side by side, put it right there on the THS hashtaggers. Make it viral. Make it a thing.
Back to the episode. What was the highlight for you? You said Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, just like everything about it, Tommy was just coming through and shining as a leader. And it was great because there are moments where sometimes you look at it and you're like, Tommy doesn't really always shine as a leader, but then sometimes no one does on an episode. Tommy definitely did all three. It just felt like, yeah, now that's the leader that we need to have. I loved it.
Oh, look at that. There he is. There's Toku Kid and Dex.
Oh, my
That's a good one.
That's one. That's one already. That's one already. Just telling you. Let's make this happen, people.
I love it.
Token,
You guys
do you
share
want
them
to
out.
cosplay as Dex?
Just with no helmet on, I think that would be great.
Yeah, just a gem.
Put the
Just
gem.
a gem.
Just a gem.
And then
Sit it on your
everyone
head.
will know.
That's
Elle,
it.
chat me up about what you didn't like in this episode. Episodes.
Okay, the thing that really bothered me was the narration where Dex like narrates what he's gonna do and why he's doing it and like what his purpose is. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't like stuff like that, but I mean, I guess for a kids show, it gives them some kind of like, oh, I can follow along with your like values and like your objectives.
Now, do you think Dex was a little overpowered here? Because he did try to fight all the Rangers by himself.
And he did a good job, but the thing is, remember, they were half powered.
They
That's
were
the whole
half powered.
thing. So it's
But
like, meh.
also, kind of like, he thinks he'll protest too much of like, no, you're not my friend, you're not my friends, we're not gonna be friends. And then like 1 second later, he's like, oh, you're my best friend.
No,
You know,
but I think
I feel like that's a very classic comic book storyline, right? Like
Yeah, it
you
is.
always get like
It
two
is.
crossovers. The teams have to fight, then they have to come together and fight somebody else. I will say though, going forward into other crossovers, I think this was better. This is better done mainly because Power Rangers usually, oh, it's the two teams. Hey, we're friends.
Yep.
Or one's evil, and then we fight, and blah, blah, blah. But usually, I felt like this was a very unique way, and the first time we actually ever got a proper crossover with something.
oh yeah,
It was good, it was fun.
But one thing I did notice was while they were fighting, first time they were fighting, one of the people that was with Dex says, Alpha 5, like she stops and hears
Yeah,
him say,
and then doesn't
"Oh,
try to
Alpha,
get any
Alpha
of
sent us," and she doesn't try to get anyone else's
Like,
attention.
hey guys, like,
Like,
you know Alpha 5.
All she had to do was like, guys, they mentioned Alpha. I think they are friends. No, it didn't help until finally when the bad guys started shooting at all of them, and they were like, yeah, Alpha 5 warned us about Alpha 5. Oh, then we gotta be friends.
But also, when
Where was she?
did Alpha leave that planet? Because back in like the 1800s in that flashback, Zordon and Alpha 5 are just like chilling in the command center trying to recruit ancestor Power Rangers, but Dex looks like at the absolute oldest, maybe late teens, early 20s.
Maybe they age differently.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
They're aliens.
They're aliens.
You know?
Makes sense.
They take thousands of years to really show their age.
You know,
Okay.
obviously they didn't get along at first, but then they teamed up. You know where else people can team up? Is at THS Hashtaggers, our Facebook group. That's where everybody's friends, except Carlos Martinez, apparently.
Oh,
and everybody teams up against him. But I think that you guys should join that group. We have an influx of new members there that are all voting for Angel Grove Prom and Prom King.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, that's going to be a lot of fun. But join that group to stay up to date with everything that we're doing, all the latest information. It's all there. THS Hashtaggers, that is on Facebook. Back to this episode, though.
Man.
What do you guys think about King Lexion, though? I mean, he's kind of like, I think King Lexion is just like a, did he die? I was very confused about that as well.
Yeah,
Like
I
at the
don't-
ending, he was like passing on, but it's like, dude, you're supposed to lead your people to like
yeah,
a safe
right?
area. Why are you giving up now? Like, is your planet like you didn't really defeat them or get them off or stop the poisonous
they
gas
left.
from leaking
They
out?
left your planet to go chase what's happening on Earth.
Let me
That's
ask you,
what they said.
is there an underlying statement here about that planet, like, being destroyed of gases?
I think so. I don't know if there
It's like
was
a subtle political...
Yeah, was it a whole
underlying-
thing? I think so. They
Especially
were just
when
trying
they
to
have,
deliver
like,
it.
The dragon thing in the sky that could just blast the planet. You're making your people like pick up poisonous gas and die slowly. Like that is one of the most horrible things that I like. The most horrible ways to kill people.
Sometimes it's hard to be a leader because you can't do everything for everyone. You know?
He's like,
So
we're
he
gonna
has to
have
make
a-
the hard decisions.
It was like dig up those gas pockets on your planet. I mean, we could blast you in about 5 seconds, but you know.
But what I want
we
you
gotta
to do,
extend the
I want
show
you,
to,
yeah,
like,
I want
to be
you
22
to
minutes.
exactly. So I want you to suffer. With
Yeah, wait, well, 20, it was an hour long because it was 3 episodes.
Oh, that's
technically.
true.
It's,
That's true.
Well, this episode that I'm on right now is 22 minutes,
But
and I need you to do
I mean,
this.
all right, so let's talk about that. Once they finally team up, what did you guys like after that? Like, where did the show really? What was the points of the show that you were like, all right, I'm on board with this, or I'm kind of dropping off?
I kind of dropped off after the first episode, kind of, because they like teamed up, but by the end they're like, yo, we helped you, we gotta peace out, we got our own like licky lick monster like back on Earth.
Dude, okay.
Licky lick monster.
What you are missing,
Skeletor.
what you are missing out on, okay.
And Kimberly's sick, like it got really ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what
that was like true. You can almost tell at this point now that Amy Jo Johnson's kind of like, I'm kind of over this.
Yeah.
Right?
But that was the best part. Like, the part where she's like, I don't really want to do this and I'm sick. And he was like, there's no other option. Get up. You're really sick and fight. And she was like, I guess I can. You know, okay.
But it worked because
All right,
she spread
it
her
did.
release
We're gonna play a fun
Yes.
little game here. Fun little game. I was really unimpressed and underwhelmed by the acting ability of that fake sneeze. Now let me get your best fake sneeze. Go.
That was
bad. That was pretty
good.
good.
That was really good.
Pretty good.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Oh man, it's as good as my impersonation.
Your impersonations are
Oh,
pretty
boy.
good.
Here it
Laugh
goes.
is good.
Here it goes.
Achoo.
Good. I liked it. That's awesome.
Well, have you seen her impression? You guys haven't. Can you do an impression real quick?
My impressions?
Yeah.
Do an impression of Jezzer.
Hi guys, I'm Jezzer.
Great. That was spot on. I almost thought I was
I'm
sitting next to
Jezzer?
you.
I
Now,
took a double
now
take.
do your impression of Daniel.
Okay, alright. I'm Daniel.
That was good.
Nailed it.
You
Nailed it.
were sandwiched between two.
Okay.
I like it. Now, Joe, let's hear your
Okay, and then the
sneeze.
laugh.
I don't have one.
No, you
Sneeze?
gotta
That's
sneeze.
not how you laugh, but I always have to put the laugh.
I can't do it. I think it was
good.
pretty good.
I win. That's good.
Who had the best sneeze? You
Yeah,
you
come on,
guys
let us know because
comment who had the best sneeze.
One thing I'd like to kind of comment on is that, actually I have to sneeze in real life now.
there was so
Very
much
good.
Finster in this
Is
on the
it like
second
running? Is
episode.
it the contagious?
It might be.
so.
There was a lot of Finster in this episode.
There was.
Finster
Yes!
is my favorite character of all Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like being on the
man.
show, Finster is now like probably my favorite
Yes!
and the most feared. Like
Oh my
that guy
God, I
is super
love it.
scary.
I sometimes think about Finster and Josh Goldman as the same person.
Well, they are. That's
Like
clearly
I
the
think
same person.
it's kind of strange.
I can see that those two together like would probably ruin or destroy the world. But I love how Finster was taking care of his monster like a father.
Yeah.
That's what was happening there. I loved it.
And I thought there was like parallels, like does Kim feel abandoned by her like divorced parents that no one takes care of her? And I was like, Finster's like, oh, mother de monster.
Yeah,
take
like
a lot of
Finster,
rest," and-
I'm evil, but yet I know how to take care of my kids.
And then we also
while
gotta
your
realize
parents are horrible.
that this is a redo of the monster from.
Yes, yes.
We'll get to that.
Yes,
In a second. We'll get to that
I
in a second.
knew it. I knew it. You got those spikes
From the Wild West Rangers,
Oh my God.
which is so strange
Oh man, I'm totally
because that
distracted by the
episode
green-
wasn't that long ago.
No,
Like,
it wasn't.
it was like
It was very
last week.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week.
And they were like, we're just gonna recycle them, paint them green.
I love. But
Let's do it.
I was afraid for Zed's life at one moment when he was like, "Finster, he can't do anything right. Why do I even worry about his monster?"
Oh,
I was
don't go
like,
to sleep.
"Don't go to sleep."
The next time you come out of your hyperbaric chamber, you're gonna be missing some arms
Yes,
and like.
you're gonna be missing arms, and there's gonna be bat wings sewn on you.
Right.
I promise you that
Producer
much.
Nagami, can you put up a picture of Josh and Finster side by side there? I really like this. I do like this episode for a few different reasons. Now I know that like looking back, the corniness of the team up wasn't executed as great as it could have been. However, it wasn't a great backdoor pilot. Let's just say that.
No.
However, I actually really like the epicness of the team up. I really thought that it was kind of cool that like we have this we're starting to get this Power Rangers universe.
Yeah,
Right?
It's
Now we got-
expanding. Like it's becoming something.
Like there's other villains like taking over other planets, and like that's like, oh, we better hurry up and take over Earth. We can't even do this one puny planet.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
Like,
I wonder
man.
how many other big bads we're going to encounter and realize that Zed and Rita are no one.
Or yeah, like they're not as big as we thought they were at all.
They're like the
Lexion-
Spot and Babu of like the,
Of the bad guy world.
You could have got the
Yeah.
backstory of Lexion.
yeah.
There.
Oh,
Who knows?
that could have been true. That would have been so true.
It'd have been a lot different at the very least. Now, as we do with every episode, there's always we always have production notes and errors. Let's start off with the notes now. This is the last episode to show Sentai footage of Rita in Finster's workshop. However, Rita's face in Sentai footage has not been seen since post The Wedding Part 1. This is also the last episode to show Sentai footage of Pudgy Pig Mold at Finster's work table.
Yeah.
Paulie and Jason Narvi do not appear in Part 1 of the episode.
No.
Yeah.
This episode is the third Alpha 5 focused episode. The first were the Wannabe Ranger, and the second was the wedding.
Oh.
That's right. This story marks the end of the Bulk and Skull quest to discover who the Power Rangers' identity was, with Skull flat out refusing to go along with when he believes Bulk is going to suggest another attempt to find them. So
Jesus.
that storyline is donezo.
I think it's good. It had a good run though. They did enough episodes.
Yeah, they
where
did
they're trying
enough.
to
They
do
did
it,
enough. So it's funny that what made them finally quit it was
Shame.
striking out with a woman.
Yeah.
That was it. They were just like, all right, finally we're going to use our knowledge of Rangers for something that's going to be good for us, and still.
Now, Alpha is revealed to be from Edenoi in this episode, and that King Lexion is his father. Now, if the latter is true, then Alpha claims that in his explanation to the Rangers that would make Alpha Prince, and Dexion would be his nephew.
Whoa.
Since Lexion was like his father.
That's what no.
See, that's like a weird thing. It made me think of Star Wars and like Anakin and C-3PO.
Right?
Like reading, I was like, and even like the lasers coming from the sky, it had like Star Wars vibes for me.
But my thing was, even with that, I was trying to figure out like, okay, so who was Dex's dad though? Because the king was the grandfather, and who was that was his grandfather. Who was his dad?
Right, like what other catastrophe fell this planet?
Yeah, right. Like
maybe Alpha was his dad, since it was like.
I mean, there's been stranger things. I'll accept Alpha as father.
Hey, they're Cylons, man.
This is the last time the Z-Putty Patrollers appear in the background. They reappear in Rita and Zed on the Chimerian planet in space from out of nowhere. The first time.
Look at that! Come on, man.
Close. This is the first team up. The Power Rangers teamed up with a non-Ranger, followed by. This is interesting. We'll get there eventually. The next time the Rangers team up with a non-Power Ranger team it's called Shell Shocked, and it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's true.
It's on its way, baby.
I'm actually kind of excited because I love Ninja Turtles.
Can we have like Jezzer sit in on that one?
As a Ninja Turtle, yes.
Yeah.
The Repellator monster is Silverhorns from the Power Transfer, repainted.
There it is.
So it's from the Power Transfer, repainted green with a long red tongue attached.
Still very recent.
But I was like, the green color threw me off, and I was just like, that long licky tongue and him being sick was super distracting.
It distracted everything.
That would be Daniel if he were a monster. And here's the reason why I go.
That's very true.
Why? Oh,
if
man!
Daniel was a monster. That's gross. That's gross.
Man,
right.
you could like lick around the ice cream and scoop it up.
Yeah, like that. Man.
All right.
Yeah, let's never do that again. Never do that again.
It's a PG show, man. How you doing?
No, say I was like the monster.
This is a three-parter sets up a short-lived Mask Rider series, though the season would ultimately be considered non-canonical to Power Rangers and vice versa. So, funny enough, that the season that they set up for Mask Rider actually wasn't in canon to Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah.
At all?
So it was just a character. It wasn't in canon.
Wait a minute, why did you even give us a backdoor pilot?
Though the one-shot Mask Rider comic published by Marvel Comics would feature one more crossover between the two series. Now, footage of the Rangers fight against Dex and in the Edenites shown on the VHS release of Mask Rider episode called Super Gold. No mention is made during the story the fact that Count Dragon, is that how I say that right?
Yeah.
Dragon. Actually, when I heard this, I was like, oh, Dragon.
Right, that's what I said.
It's Dragon.
Yeah, Count Dragon is King Lexion's son, and Dex is his uncle. So they're saying,
oh, what?
There you go.
What?
There's a little backstory.
That's his dad.
Yeah.
What?
Dude.
Dragon. This makes this episode a little bit better now, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that makes it a whole lot better. That's his dad.
That is his dad.
What?
That's his dad. Now, despite the Mask Rider series have no canon effect on Power Rangers, the three-part is considered canon as Dex and the Edenites would be mentioned again in the Alien Rangers of Aquitar.
I thought,
Part 1.
Yeah.
And we'll get there in December.
Wow, you really did map
We did the math.
Wow.
We'll get there in roughly December, November. The end credits to Part 1 and Part 2 uses footage from the Green Comet video special, with Part 3's credits used under 30 seconds cut down on Bulk and Skull's full revelation moments from the earlier episodes.
Those little
snippets?
thing at the end, where he's like, courage.
But it's
blah blah.
But that's
and I was like, I love
shows
this.
ended where they would have a message at the end to make it like
I loved it. I loved it so much nostalgia. Just a wave of it hit me once I saw the first one. I was like, I just sat there like, I'm so excited for this.
I remember all the cartoons having some like a message to the characters to kids, being like, hey, don't bully others. Hey, do this.
Yeah,
like,
this is a great way to be a
PSAs.
master of this, but you have to make sure it starts here and then here. And I was like, you're right. It does start here and here. Like,
now, even though this episode is season 3's episode, and Rita Revolta was listed in the end credits despite not appearing in the episode.
Nope, not until
it has the style of the second season because of the opening, the Morph and Dino powers, and the Zords, all of which are from season 2. Now the style of season 3 begins in the next episode, actually. So we'll get there next week.
All right.
In this episode, the Thunder Zord summoning sequence is replaced for the first time since being introduced with original footage.
Oh.
That's right. The White Tiger Zord is explicitly referred to as a Thunder Zord in this episode.
Yes, that's right.
A little more canon there. And this episode marks the last time that Lord Zed conjures up a grenade and tosses it down to Earth to make a monster grow. Starting in the Ninja Quest and onward, he and Rita would cross their staves, emitting electric storm to grow a monster.
They had a whole phrase.
I like that
they have a whole
even
phrase
better.
they say, like it's like through the power of thunder and lightning or something like that.
Oh,
and then
man, that's
it
even
just
more
shoots
epic.
down. It's so great. It's so great.
I like that.
Now the background music is by a Tel Aviv Symphony Orchestra.
What?
Yeah, I can't say their names, but Shuki Levi and Udi Hapaz originally developed this for Masked Rider and later be reused in the first 3 seasons of the Saban English dubs of Digimon, as well as Digimon the movie, throughout Digimon Adventures and Adventure 2, and very little of Digimon Tamers.
I would love to tell. I have a friend who loves Digimon. Who would love to hear this?
Yeah, that's a true fact.
Yeah.
Share
He's
it
a voice.
out.
He's a voice actor.
This is the second time the Zord battles consist of American filmed footage since Best Man for the Job. Part 1 debuts an updated voice effect on Robert L. Mahan's performance of Zordon, making it slightly higher from the previous season.
Thank you. Okay, I was like, did we just get a different Zordon?
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
kinda
sounded
noticed that,
weird.
too.
Okay.
But I just assumed with Kimberly being sick, maybe they wrote it in. 'cause
Maybe,
he was
yeah,
actually
like he was
sick.
like, you also got me sick.
Yeah.
How did this happen? You weren't in the same room. You know, like
Now-
I don't
And you
know.
were wearing a mask. I don't know how
right?
you spread the cooties in the first place.
Exactly.
Bulk and
You
Skull's
are a
habits
medical mystery.
would reappear in the garage from a Zeo beginning.
Oh.
Oh,
Those are some fun facts about this episode. Now I know
pretty cool outfits though.
with every episode always comes errors,
Yeah.
and you got to figure there's got to be a lot.
There's a
in this one.
lot.
All right.
There's
here
not
we
as
go.
many as you'd think, but there
Thank
are
you.
some.
Well, the more
Thank you.
American footage, we notice less errors.
That's
than-
That's true.
Now the footage of the Edenites from Kamen Rider Black RX seemed to show them with antennas. I guess that might not be the case. When Dex and the other Edenites were digging, Dex called Lexion by his regular name instead of grandfather.
Okay. Also, hold on. I think it's gonna show up there. There was a moment where he was like, when he first was talking to the Rangers, he says, "Well, I showed you my identity, and you guys show me yours," thinking that okay, he hides his identity from everyone, right? If that's the case, immediately once he gets out there and he starts fighting them, they're like, "Whoa, Prince Dex!" And it was like, "Wait, hold on, wait." So everyone knows, like,
Yeah.
you didn't show us anything special. Like you liar. Like it was like that's a lie. You just said like, "Oh, my identity, keep it secret, and I'm
It's
on the
like Power
run."
Rangers being like, let's keep our identity a secret, but morph in the middle of this school hallway during school hours.
That's exactly it.
Hey, that sounded like
Exactly
Billy
it.
out there.
What's Billy yelling out there?
Now, speaking of Billy, he seemed to be surprised that Alpha, a robot, sounded sad. However, Alpha has shown human-like emotions many times in previous episodes, so I don't know why that's a stunning revelation of
Christmas
Billy at all.
episode, did we have it
I
already?
think he was just shocked that it's like Alpha's always super happy or worried, and he has like two
Oh,
emotions.
well, he's also sad because he always feels like he gets left in the power or command
Yep.
center by himself.
But
Remember,
I
we
feel
had
like
the
those are like to Zordon mostly.
did we have the
Yeah.
Christmas episode already? We did, didn't we? Where he like kidnaps kids.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about that.
Remember, he was so sad that he had to like find kids. Like, hey, somebody has to enjoy Christmas. The Rangers left me alone, and then he found kids. So we know Alpha's been sad before. Billy just doesn't pay attention.
Now here's another one. How the monster was able to catch Kimberly's cold even though she was wearing a helmet and morphed? Not logical.
Dude,
Shouldn't have happened.
She's got a Mighty Morphin cold. What's wrong with that, man? That's how great it is.
Mighty
How
Morphin
strong it
Cooties.
is.
This is her new attack.
Then she was like,
She doesn't-
"Achoo!"
she doesn't have the bow anymore, so she has
Exactly.
to spread it
Now,
through, like,
the
There you
Rangers
go.
couldn't see the spider base firing on them despite being in Edenoid's atmosphere and actually relatively close to the ground at the time. Another one. Now,
makes sense.
one of the Edenites was surprised that Billy knew the surface was being disrupted despite being plainly obvious. Now, before Dragon, I'm going to see his name wrong, Dragon told Doubleface to fire again, a small shot of Masked Rider on an airport runway at night can be seen. This is from the ending theme of RX, the Kamen Rider series. Footage of the spider base constantly showed in flying away in a gray planet/moon. Reptiliar destruction seemed to create an unreal large amount of smoke. Now, when Alpha contacts Kimberly, human hands can be seen under his gloves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice
Jeez.
Fun facts for you about
It's
this
like really
episode.
lazy. Nobody was like double checking anybody's
that. They're
work.
just
They were
like,
just
we don't
like,
have time to
yep,
refilm this. Just,
yep,
it's fine.
yep.
It's fine.
They're like, what else?
Chat, gotta ask. What do you rank these 3 episodes of Friend in Need? I gotta know what you guys think about it. And I gotta know what you guys think about it.
Yeah,
All 3?
I actually really liked it.
Let's
as a
do them
whole.
together as a whole.
Yeah. I had a 4.5.
4.5.
Like,
Wow.
it set up a lot of stuff. I'm more disappointed
Well, it
that
did-
it doesn't get followed through. But like, I had high expectations of like, whoa, new characters, new legacies, new big bads, new everything. And I was like, this is super great for season 3. It's setting up a lot of stuff. But
It's setting up a new series. It's not a part of the canon.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
no.
so that's why originally it was a 5, and now that I know it doesn't come through, it's like I gotta dock it.
See, okay, this is the thing. I mean, you giving it a 4.5, you're being very gracious.
Yes.
You are. Because honestly, this episode, these 3 episodes, it's a 5 for me. 5. I loved it. I don't care what anybody says. It was good. Great backdoor pilot. It made me excited to figure out what was going to happen on Mass Rider. Now that I hear it, I'm really sad. But still, nonetheless, that moment, it was just such a build-up that I was just like, yes, yes, this is going to be great. Now I see why Kamen Rider is such a thing that everyone loves. Just because of that alone.
I'm also going to go solid 4.5. And mainly because it's a pretty epic scenario where you're teaming up Kamen Rider, I guess Masked Rider and Power Rangers. I really liked it. So that's and in the chat right now, Larry gives it a 3.5. Red Phoenix, 3.7. That's odd. Blackwing gives it a 1 out of 5. Mikey
That's
gives
so
it a 5. Funny K Comics, 4.5. Megan gives it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to sum that down, do a little math. Reduce it.
3 out of 5.
That's right. It's 3 out of 5.
Yep.
DDT Cosplay, 3 out of 5. Twisted Spartan gives it a 3. Jared Hodges gives it a 5. Never mind. Larry changed it to a 4.5. And JR Hall of Horror gives it a 4.5.
Also, are you
Nikki and
guys
Jared,
ranking,
I see you. 5.
are you ranking this against just Mighty Morphin, or are you ranking this against all of Power Ranger in general? Because I know you've been saying that it gets progressively better, but for Mighty Morphin, I think this is actually pretty good.
For up to where we've watched it up
Yeah.
to, like imagine we know nothing else just up to this, it deserves a 5. It is that good. It introduces to a new character, get us through with a really solid through line. As far as
Universe
the story is
expansion
concerned.
and
Universe
stories,
expansion,
yeah.
and it kept our interest. Even though these are people that we're never going to see again here, it kept our interest.
Yeah.
It answered all the questions with why they had to go back to Earth, why they had to fight, and now it was like, okay, and we still resolved everything that happened on the planet they were on. So much happened here. How do you not see this?
Another thing is too is this is the season of multiple story arcs, so multiple part series. Because next week we run right into Ninja Quest. And that's a 4-part episode. And we're going to do all 4 next week
All
Oh
right.
boy.
to get through that. But yeah, Ninja Quest is going to be up next, and they're going to get new powers,
Excellent.
and eventually we're going to meet new characters. And now we're really starting to see these characters develop. Now let's just talk about that for a second. So we saw a lot of decks being developed.
Yeah.
Now that we're starting off on season 3, out of the Rangers, who do you think really took that prominent spot?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, which Ranger stood out to you the most?
I don't know.
Was it Kimberly? Was it Tommy?
Like, they're really focusing on Kimberly, giving her individual storylines, and Tommy being the leader. But man, we need to develop Rocky and Aisha a lot.
Well, we'll get to Rocky and Zio, but Aisha, sorry, this is as good as it gets.
Oh man, I'm
Wow,
so disappointed.
really?
I think, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets. I mean, I think there's more character development with the younger Aisha than there is the older Aisha, unfortunately.
Well, we know that Aisha did go to the mall at least once with Kimberly.
Yeah.
So that's something.
And
I
they
mean-
were best friends immediately.
Yes,
but it's
that's
just
right,
like,
right.
You know
there's
what,
not a lot
though?
of depth.
Unanimously, season 3, and I said it was season 2, but season 3 unanimously has been recognized as the best season of Mighty Morphin.
Really?
Yeah. And
Also,
I know...
the last
Like production
season,
value
right?
and like
Production and story
arc.
arc. So I mean, I know like somebody like Blackwing in here is all about the first season. Realistically, the first season really had no storylines.
No.
The only
Not at
storyline
all.
that it had was Green with Evil, and that's about it. Maybe the Green Candle, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. This season is actually where we start actually getting into actual stories. We got it a little bit in last season where they carried over, but in the first season, it's all serialized storytelling. It's individual single issue comics essentially.
I like that.
Single
I like
issue episodes.
It is true because
Because
it was a new idea, a new concept that he's trying to mishmash together. So it makes sense, especially like coming after they're making a movie, they made enough money that they
Right?
can start to do bigger stories. So
Well, I kind of find it interesting too just taking it from Blackwing's perspective, the reason I find it interesting is that he's a dude that likes the first season of Mighty Morphin, but then wants multiple series like told throughout the thing, and it's like, wait a minute, those are two different conflicting kind of ideologies.
So it's like you have to actually, if you're making it where it's like everyone has to pick a side, well then you have to pick a side. But if that's not it, and you're saying that you can enjoy everything as a whole, well then that's different. And I feel that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that, even though, like, yes, even though we had a repainted monster, even though we did a lot of American footage, yes, even though we took a hodgepodge of 3 different Sentai series and were able to edit it into one cohesive story, I'm just saying, guys, give it a 5. I'm sorry, I'm going right back to it.
Right,
all of those reasons make you should give it a 5.
I think that
I was until I found out that the story wasn't going to follow through with the promises that it did in this. Like,
well, it does, like in his show for an hour or something.
So Layla says you had nothing to judge season 1 off of, though. A lot of people, like myself included, give season 1 a pass because they were trying to figure out how to make the show work. I disagree with that.
I mean, something new. Like, it was exciting though, because like for an American audience to see something like this, we haven't seen like the monsters and robots like. So that kind of like sparkly, like, whoa, new and colors, and these kids are doing these things. I kind of get it.
I mean, I understand having a benchmark. I get it, but but realistically, the first issue of X-Men isn't as prominent as Giant Size issue of X-Men. Same. Hey, I'm on the Star Wars show, and I can say this confidently. The first Star Wars movie isn't held in the regard as Empire Strikes Back. I mean, yeah, you got to start somewhere, but at the realistic point is
Empire Strikes Back is like the best out of all the Star Wars.
It's not a lot. Well, I'm gonna take a lot of hate. I like The Last Jedi. I think it's really good, but I do agree with you.
I do like Last Jedi for everything it tried.
I do also think that with this iteration of Power Rangers, this is the first time we're actually starting to set up story arcs, and they're not treating the audience as just little kids anymore. They're actually making you kind of care about the story and continue on and watch it. And I think that that's a cool thing that they were doing here. And if you really think about the production value in which they're giving you, we're going to start getting into a lot of American heavy footage in this season.
Oh, that's good.
And we're also going to get introduced to another character in this season, which doesn't become a Ranger right away, but you lead up to it, and you even question whether she's good or bad throughout her whole story arc. Ooh. So it's a very, I think it's a pretty intelligent, cerebral way that that is kind of done. You also actually get Zed fighting Tommy in this season.
Oh, cool! Like he's actually getting his hands dirty and doing something.
Yeah.
No way.
Nice.
Well, very briefly, but you still get it, and you get the introduction of the Zeo Crystal in the season.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A lot sooner. You get the introduction of the Zeo Crystal a lot sooner than you would think, because Power Rangers Zeo isn't for like 20 episodes later.
Really?
Yeah. So you'll start seeing the seeds planted for what they're doing, and I think that once you go in looking at it like that, they were planting seeds in this season that end up paying off. Now there are some missteps in this season. Since we're talking about it as a whole, was not a big fan of the metallic armor, which is essentially spandex that's shiny.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of that, but I did like most of everything else. You know what, though? I'm really excited about this, to talk to fans live at Power Morphicon about Season 3 and about some of the past seasons, because I think if you're going to be anywhere talking about stuff that you love like Power Rangers, it should be at something like Power Morphicon, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, where else are you going to go?
A lot of opinions.
You
people that are knowledgeable about.
You get to hang out with like-minded Ranger fans talking about like-minded Ranger stuff. It's Ranger Nation at its best. Why not?
I'm super excited. It's like my first PMC, and like I've been to a bunch of cons, but never to Power Ranger Con, so I'm super
Elle was trying to
excited.
get us to dress as Zed's Dark Rangers.
I know! The janky cutout eyes that don't even line up. Oh, I love it so much.
I'd run into so many things. It was just boom, boom. It's me the whole time.
So, like I said, Power Morphicon is right around the corner. Well, it is right around the corner from us almost, but it's also right around the corner figuratively as well. Yeah. So Friday's going to kick it off. Be there at Power Morphicon. You can meet the majority of our team. But Saturday's where you really want to be there. August 18th at the Angel Grove Prom. Now, the Angel Grove Prom is free for all of you badge holders. Now, like we said before, if you've never been to your own prom, or if your prom you had a bad experience, or hell, even if you liked prom, this is a way to celebrate a fandom in a whole new way. Think about it like this. If we were all at Angel Grove High, we'd all went to prom, and we're going to celebrate it right here at Anaheim, California, at the Anaheim Convention Center, August 18th. Now, VIP tickets are sold out, 100% sold out. However, if you don't have a badge and you're thinking, you know what, maybe I don't want to spend my whole day at the con, but I want something fun to do. Well, guess what? You can still get tickets. You can get those on our Eventbrite. That's going to cost you $20 though, but it's well worth it because you will be getting a gift bag. Now, gift bags are while supplies last.
That's right.
I can't stress that enough. Gift bags are supplies last. So if you're one of the first people in there, then sure, you'll get a gift bag. But we can't guarantee them to everybody because we don't know how many of you guys are showing up, because we all know that we all love Power Rangers, and there might not just be enough for everybody. However, let's be honest, it's still a free prom to show up to. It's still a free event you can come to and enjoy your fandom. Now, Rangers are going to be there.
That's right.
We're gonna have. I got confirmations from Christopher Kamen Lee, Justin Nemo, Karen Ashley, Nakia Baris, Ciara Hanna. A big one. I don't want to say any names because then JDF might get mad, but JDF. Mike Jin will be there.
That is going to be my
Steve
prom
Cardenas.
buddy.
And for all of you fans that are thinking, well, is there going to be music? How's this going to be? Yes, we have a few DJs playing throughout the night, keeping the music going, keeping the energy going. But they're going to be playing songs from that era. We're talking late 90s, early 2000s. So it's a throwback to what all of us that are in our age range kind of dig. That's the songs of our past. That's the songs we kind of grew up with.
Man.
Those are the songs that are going to be playing there. But not just that, Johnny Young Bosch is also going to be playing a couple songs acoustically. So that's right. You get to meet Adam, one of the greatest Power Rangers of all time. He'll be there as well. So anybody that has a pass, I said it is free for you. It is free for any pass holder. It doesn't matter what you have, whether it be an exhibitor, the yellow Ranger badge, if that's a thing, the platinum Ranger badge. It is free for you. Now, it is first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So there will be a line. Doors are going to open up at 8. So just respect that. If you think you're going to get there at like 10 or something and there's a line, don't complain about it because I'm telling you now. Also, like I said, while supplies last for those gift bags. Now, VIP holders, you get a special gift bag that is just going to be for you guys. That's going to have some extra goodies in it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what's going to be in it, but I'm not going to now. Hey, it's better just to be surprised. Just go out there and be surprised.
Oh, you will be satisfied and surprised.
Yes, I promise you that you're definitely going to like it. But like I said, that's where the VIP area is. Some of the Rangers going to be in that area. But just because you're thinking, oh, the Rangers are only going to be in the VIP area, no, they're not. Christopher Kamen Lee and Justin Nemo both assured me they're actually just going to be in the general admission area for all of you guys. They just want to have a fun time hanging out with the fans. The fans, all of us. We're also going to be, this is also talking about this, we're also going to be doing this with A Brighter Future charity. They support autistic kids, which is a big part of the community, actually, and we want to show them a good time. So as being from a fan to a fan, let's show these kids a good time. Let's show them what the Power Ranger spirit's really all about including everybody and giving them such a great time going to something like Angel Grove Prom. I'm really excited to see the kids from A Brighter Future charity show up and giving them the time of their lives, just like I hope you guys have the time of your life. Now, us here at that hashtag show, we're really excited for you guys to be joining us, and I can't stress enough. I will say this, out of our cast that's coming, 12 out of 13 of us are going to be there.
Yeah.
If you want to meet Sarah, she won't be there, but all the rest of us
will be there.
You know what? I take that back. 11 out of 13 of us will be there. Maverick has an issue; she can't make it either.
Yeah, that's right.
But the rest of us will be there. We'll be more than happy to meet every single one of you guys because we just want to give back to you guys. Now, a lot of you guys don't know this. The reason why we're even doing this prom is because you guys in the Ranger community have been our biggest supporters, our biggest advocates, and we wanted to give back something to you guys and make it free. So if you guys don't have any money, or if you guys are just spending everything going out to Morphicon and meeting your favorite actors, we'd love that. But we wanted to make sure that even if you spend all your money and you just spent your money on a flight and a hotel and a ticket to go to Morphicon, and you don't have anything else, you just want to experience it, we want to give you that experience for free and just show our appreciation here at that hashtag show to each and every one of you guys that are coming to Angel Grove Prom. So we want to say thank you, and this is our way to do it. It's by throwing this prom for you guys. So thank you guys so much for your support, and we can't thank you guys enough. But now we just want to see your faces. So show up to Angel Grove Prom, and like I said, the music is going to be great.
Oh, man.
The experience is going to be great. There's going to be a photo booth that's there. Have fun with your friends, activations, have fun with the Rangers, have fun with us. It's reliving your prom experience if you went the first time, and if you didn't go, it's doing it right for the first time. So, guys, we expect to see you guys all there. Now that that's done.
Well, wait, before it is, what's going to happen on the 19th? What's going to be the big question everyone's going to ask everyone else on the 19th?
Did you go to Angel Grove Prom?
That's it. That's the question. That's what everyone's going to ask.
Oh my God.
Because that's going to be that's going to be what you experience. The prom is going to be something that's going to be more than just fun. It's going to be an experience. It's going to be something that only happens once.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
You need to take photos.
Only
and
happens
we have
once.
a photo booth to share with your friends.
That's
and
right.
Then also, what are you going to wear? What are you guys going to wear? Give
Hold
me some
on to the
ideas and
memory.
post it.
Did I tell you what Jezer said he wanted to do? And I
What?
think he's actually going to do this.
What?
He's buying one of those like Instagram filter things to has hashtag shows Angel Grove Prom things.
Oh,
the filters
so
or whatever, or the
that's
Snapchat
nice.
filters or whatever.
That's
Oh,
nice.
wow,
Yeah.
that would be
That's
super
nice,
awesome
right?
to just like post and share.
And
And,
Jester's really excited. Everybody's really
humble
excited.
brags
Everybody's really
to everyone.
excited.
Oh,
But
man.
like I said, we're doing this for you guys, and we're doing this for a brighter future charity. Because what we really want to show as the Power Ranger fan base, listen, this show's all about equality. The show's all about making everybody better, and we want to make everybody better, and we want to show that. We just want to show that we can all do this together, and it's about helping those that need the help, and about showing people a good time. So, Brighter Future Charity was what we need right now, is a brighter future, and this charity's perfect for us. So, I hope that you guys all see these kids and appreciate the fact that they're coming, and let's give them the experience they want, and we want to give you guys the experience that you want. So,
That's right.
it all works out in conjunction, and that's going to be great. But like Daniel said, this is the one and only time we are ever going to do Angel Grove Prom. And maybe other people might do it later, but I promise you, they're not going to do it like us.
Nope.
And we're not going to do Angel Grove Prom ever again. Will we do another Power Ranger themed party?
Sure.
Absolutely. But prom, Angel Grove Prom, once in a lifetime. Join us August 18th, Anaheim Convention Center, Power Morphicon. Doors open at 8 to 1. Be there. There's going to be live music. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be Rangers. There's going to be dancing. There's going to be photo booths and fun announcements. Karen Ashley has an announcement. She's going to make an Angel Grove Prom.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
right.
her. She's going to make an announcement at Angel Grove Prom. So check that out.
With some other people.
And you never know who's going to show up. You just never. Prom king and prom queen. Prom king and prom queen.
Our
You never
royal
know.
court.
You never know.
You're going to experience it. It's
So-
going to be great.
Is
Yeah.
it a court? Are we going to have like court jester?
Well, Mikey Perez cheated. Mikey Perez cheated and added his whole Facebook group. So we're questioning on whether we're going to let that
Oh,
slide or
yeah.
not.
See,
So we're going to see about that.
He may get awarded court jester. He may get it.
But guys, I can't wait for that to happen. Now, next week though. Well, not next week, because next week will be at Angel Grove Prom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what we are going to do next week though. We are going to be live streaming from Angel Grove Prom.
All
So for
right.
those of you that aren't going to be able to be there, we're going to kind of give you that experience. And it won't just be me. It won't just be Daniel. It won't just be Elle. Our whole cast is going to be. You're going to meet our whole cast throughout these course of live streams. We're not just going to be talking about Angel Grove Prom, but we're also going to be giving you a wrap up, like we do here, the Ranger wrap up, about Power Morphicon. So next week's episodes are going to be a group of special episodes dedicated to Power Morphicon. And also, I must say this, if you want to come meet us in person before the prom, we'll be there at booth 325 and 327. That is where we're going to be, and I promise you, we might have one of the best booths on the floor.
It's gonna be so good.
So come and check it out.
I can't talk about it. I want to so bad.
Yes, come and check it out, and we're going to be there. We have some exclusive Power Ranger t-shirts from that
those are
hashtag
so
show
good, too.
that are going to be coming straight to you guys. And we can't wait for you guys to join us.
And we're not releasing the designs either.
No, have you seen the latest? Let me show you the latest. But you stall while I show you the
Well,
latest.
this is the thing. Even with it, what's happening, this is the best year for Power Morphicon. So much is happening.
So many
we are covering
surprises.
so many surprises. There's the Angel Grove Prom,
that looks
which is
really
happening.
good.
The T-shirts that we're having. The booth is going to be that
you
is so
saw it.
good. The booth that we are going
Check
to
this
have
one.
will
This
send
one's
you
not done, though.
reeling. You'll think to yourself, why hasn't this happened before? But you'll need to make sure it happens
a good
again. That's how great it's going to be. So you'll love every bit of it. Just wait till you're there. Oh man.
Oh man, is that new game too?
Yes, Legacy War. Let's talk about some of our
Yes.
sponsors real quick. I got to give a shout out to Enway, who's sponsoring, partial sponsor of Angel Grove Prom. You will be getting a code from Enway when you get into there. Now, those are while supplies last.
That's right.
Enway was on our show yesterday. We
Yeah.
talked to them. They did say they're going to give us exclusives. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But yes, game codes. Here's one right here
Oh,
that
God.
flew
Oh,
in too
God.
quick. But
Ninja stars. Oh, these are cool. Just as like collector
kind of like
coasters.
coasters. There you go. We have codes for everybody, and they're going to be different codes that are be given out for Angel Grove Prom. Thank you so much to Enway. I guess I can say a couple of these sponsors too. Lionsgate.
God.
Lionsgate will be doing something with us as well.
Hurting.
And okay, that's enough. And not only that, no, Lionsgate. You saying no? Oh, yeah. Lionsgate, and also I can't say this right. Tamahashi
Nation.
Tamashi Nations.
I thought. Oh, okay.
Tamashi Nations is also going to be doing some stuff, but that's going to be for some of you VIPs. But we'll get to more on that later when you guys get to Angel Grove Prom. I don't want to hype it up too much, but it's going to be there. Guys, yes, Neft, obviously. Neft, some of the greatest vodka in the world.
Oh, so good. And their bottles?
Oh,
so
one
amazing.
thing. There's also
a bottle.
something else we haven't even said. There's two more that I got to give a big shout out to.
Oh.
Number one, Mana Energy Potions.
Super good.
Oh, yeah.
And especially for a long day at a con, those
that's
are
gonna
going to
be refreshing.
Super good.
Super refreshing. Those Mana Energy drinks. You guys, we talked about it last week on the show. I have them in my trunk. I don't know why I didn't bring it right now, but they are amazing. You can get those at Angel Grove Prom if you're in the VIP section. Also, I got to give it out to Loyal Subjects, who's a big sponsor. There it is, the Mana Energy Potion.
Yes.
Loyal Subjects for all of you general gift bags and also for all of you guys that are in the VIP. Loyal Subjects is providing us with a blind box of one of their figures, so that's going to be in the VIP and general admission bags while supplies last for you general admission folks. While supplies last, I recommend getting there early. I know a few panels are going to be going on at the same time, so make your choice wisely.
Yeah.
And listen, those panels I'm sure are going to be great. But if you think you're going to roll in at 10 o'clock thinking, oh, you know what, I'm fine. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. So we'll see. But I'm super excited to see you guys at Angel Grove Prom and Power Morphicon in general. Like I said, we're at booth 325 and 327. And it's going to be quite the experience for you guys. Now, I exhausted all my... There's Loyal Subjects. You're going to be getting one of those.
So cute.
You'll be getting one of those.
It's gonna be great.
And some of their helmets come off of those, by the way.
What?
Yeah, and they have their like human heads.
I want my Zed and Rita. That's all I want.
Yeah.
This one right
Wait,
there.
I think actually I have that Goldar one.
Do you?
Larry.
I think you do.
You might. You
think
might.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, guys. Where can everybody find you guys? Oh, before we go, I got to tell you guys. So on Facebook, join us on Star Wars Fanatics. That's going to be exclusively on Facebook. If you're a Star Wars fan, I recommend tuning in at what time? 8 o'clock. That's right. We're going to be going over the latest Star Wars news, and that's going to be talking about this new thing that Jon Favreau is developing, this new Star Wars series. Big part of our conversation. We're going to you know how we do it here on Ranger shows. We like speculating. We're going to speculate there as well. So we're going to be doing that there. But Daniel, where can everyone find you on the social media?
Instagram, Battlestar Galactica.
I'm Elle Tea, L.T on Instagram.
And I am that hashtag Joe. Again, you can find me in just an hour. Go over to Star Wars Fanatics. That's on Facebook. Type in your Google machines. Type in your Facebook search. Star Wars Fanatics. It's a page. Check it out. We're going to be live streaming from there. And also, on that hashtag show's Facebook page, we're going to be cross-posting it there as well. So, guys, check us out. For all you Star Wars fans, we'll be seeing you. May the power protect you. May the force be with you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Please hit that. And check out our website, thathashtagshow.com, where we drop exclusives almost daily. That's what our biggest show was about yesterday.
Yeah.
Power Ranger exclusive, almost daily. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go check out thathashtagshow.com right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
In geek pop culture.
We'll see you guys at Morphicon.